All right, so I posted a review video on these sneakers in a different colorway, and I gotta tell you guys, I feel like I was wrong in a couple different things, and you guys were not shy about calling me out in the comment sections and let me know that maybe I was a little bit out of pocket for coming at these sneakers and the design and the overall verbiage on the top of the box. So in this video, I wanted to go ahead and kind of correct myself a little bit and get back to the main focus that I wanted to really focus on, which was actually lost in translation from my last video because of the ranting a little bit. But really, like, this is the best LeBron that they've created to date. And I should have started with that, and I should have kept it positive. And instead, I was kind of in a funk, and because of it, I didn't lead with the right foot, and I stumbled and I fell quite a bit. But any which way, I did hear you guys, and honestly, I didn't just hear from you guys. I heard from some other people that were over maybe at the swoosh, that maybe work or had like some relationship with the process of this shoe being created. And to be fair, and in my defense, my video about the shoe came out before the shoe's released. It was before any PR and promotion were like public about the shoe. So there was some speculation from my side when I was creating the video on these as to the reason why they look the way they look like, and really the overall intent of what the LeBron XX or 20 is actually supposed to be about. So with that being said, I wanted to give you guys my thoughts, my updated thoughts, my truth of what I was really trying to say in the previous video, but got sidetracked with some of the other stuff. And I will recap the other stuff for those people that maybe didn't know. But let's go ahead and get in this video. LeBron 20 revised. Appreciate you guys for stopping by and watching the video. If you guys are new to my channel, I am Hess, and I bring you guys sneaker content basically every other day or so. But in this video, I wanted to focus on the LeBron 20s, and the video is going to be sponsored by Hibbett City Gear. And just for full disclosure, I actually requested these sneakers myself. It wasn't like any sort of weird narrative about it. Actually, right after I did the previous video, I knew I wanted to get another colorway of the shoes to basically have another video and discuss and correct some of the things that I might have said in the previous video. Anyways, if you haven't heard of Hibbett City Gear, I will link them in the description of the video. You should go over and check out their website, bookmark it, especially the release calendar. It will let you guys know of future colorways of the LeBron 20, as well as other sneaker models that you guys may like on their release calendars. Hibbett City Gear has a nice online presence now, but they also do have like 1,000 brick and mortar stores across the US. So if you haven't heard of them before, go ahead and check the link in the description, go over to their site, and then surf around and check it out. Appreciate them for sponsoring this video, as well as some of the content on this channel on a monthly basis. And I appreciate you guys for watching the videos. And if you guys do enjoy their sponsored content, please drop a like on the video. It lets them know that you guys appreciate it. Lets me know that you guys appreciate it as well. So where was the disconnect the first time around? Well, it was on the box. I focused a lot of negative energy on this box because it does say strive for greatness. And then it says Cleveland, Miami, Los Angeles, and then it gives the years that he played at each of those places. And then I was kind of like, well, LeBron, what is greatness then? Are we striving to play for a bunch of different teams? We're just striving for championships? Is that the only thing we're doing is chasing championships? And that's where the comment section kind of lost it. They were kind of like, I was a hater, a LeBron hater because of that. And I totally understand that perspective, which is why I'm making this correction video, because I lost the overall translation that I was trying to lead up to, which was the good part of the video that probably nobody even paid attention to. But that is the fact that this is like probably the best LeBron ever made. And I say that because it is very, very similar to other models that we know and love, including the Kobe. Now, I did make reference to this shoe being just like a Kobe as well, but it's also like a zoom cut. And you guys pointed that out as well. It's a low top pair of sneakers. This may be the first full-on signature model from LeBron that is a low top version instead of his normal high top, and most of his sneakers are very future forward with the technology that is placed into the shoe. But then we got the whole backstory, which is kind of what I alluded to in the review video, which is the whole next generation part of this model. So underneath the right tongue, it actually says designed and engineered to the exact specifications of the next generation. And again, when I had my original review, I didn't have anything in hand that said, is he talking about his kids here? Because it felt like he was talking about his kids. It felt like he was trying to reach out and connect with the youth, and in a proper way, because he gave us a functional shoe that's not just for power forwards of his size and stature. this is something in the promos that they're talking about kids wearing these as a guard and being very quick on their feet, which is kind of awesome. Like the whole idea is that this is not necessarily a shoe for him. This is a shoe for the next generation and his kids and stuff. And I totally get it. And it makes a lot more sense. And as a father myself of 2 kids, there's nothing better than thinking of the future and the next generation. So for that, I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm glad they actually focused on that story with the model, because we already know on the inside, normally it says designed to the exact specifications of King James. And now it doesn't say that, it says the next generation. Now this colorway is pretty insane. It says it's barely green and then multicolor. And obviously the multicolor is all over the place on here. You have blues, you have pinks. The outsole is super popping, and as well as the collar, and then the blue on the heel as well as around the trim, and then the dunk man on the bottom. I mean, these things have a crazy, crazy color scheme to them, and I really honestly like them. I like them better on feet even than just in the pictures. Anyway, some words of what Nike says about the product now that the press release is out. Introducing the LeBron 20, a sleek, low-profile shoe designed to celebrate James's historic career and serve the performance needs of the new generation of athletes. The LeBron 20 is the lightest edition of its signature sneakers yet, designed with a sleek, luxury-inspired low-top silhouette. This shoe celebrates LeBron's 20th year with Nike and his 20th year in the NBA. Did you guys know that the LeBron 1, though, wasn't actually called the LeBron 1? It was actually called the Zoom Generation. So for those that didn't know, the LeBron 2 was actually the first one that had the first real like LeBron naming on the shoe. And how crazy is it went from Zoom Generation to Next Generation? I think that's pretty awesome. The LeBron 20 is the first performance shoe in LeBron's signature line to debut as a low top. At first glance, the shoe's intricate designs on the lateral guardrail call out special moments in LeBron's career. While the shoe celebrates the past, LeBron says the LeBron 20 was designed with the next generation in mind. The shoe's main feature includes a low-profile Zoom Air unit in the forefoot and heel and a carbon fiber midfoot shank. For underfoot cushioning, the forefoot has a top-loaded Air Zoom Turbo unit, and the heel features a larger Zoom Air unit measuring a 13 mm thickness to help with impact protection. The synthetic wrapped lateral guardrail helps secure the foot over the footbed. The multi-directional outsole pattern grips the floor. Heritage details throughout the shoe are nods to the past, but make no mistake, the performance built of the LeBron 20 has its sights set on the next 20 years. We saw the LeBron 20 as a chance to celebrate the next 20 years for LeBron, says Jason Petrie, senior footwear designer for men's basketball. He is the GOAT, by the way. He's been the lead designer for LeBron sneakers since the 7s. The stitch tag inside the tongue says designed and engineered to the exact specifications of the next generation. We took that line seriously as we designed the shoe. We had players like LeBron's sons, Bronny and Bryce, in mind. We wanted to get into their heads and learn what young players are looking for. While much of the signature franchise has been built around LeBron's love for air, he trusted the Nike basketball team to design a lightweight, low top with Zoom Air, the lightest in his signature sneakers yet, and still create something that could hold up LeBron's style of play. The shoe celebrates plenty of moments from LeBron's career all over the shoe, but the tributes to LeBron's career aren't just visual. Some of the most beloved features throughout LeBron's signature line are integrated into the technology. For example, the collar lining includes the Nike technology called Nike Sphere, which originally appeared on the Zoom Generation. The engineered collar lining is soft and breathable, tying back to LeBron's desire with the Zoom Generation to make the most comfortable basketball shoe around. Carbon fiber midfoot shank provides energy return with torsional rigidity for explosive movements. It returns to the signature line for the first time since the Zoom LeBron 5. The Dunkman logo returns on the outsole, last appearing on the 16s. And so you can see how important backstory is before you get an item in hand and then you review it. But honestly, there's some things about the shoe that I still stand by. I do think it looks kind of like a Kobe. I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily, because Kobe sneakers are by far a fan favorite across most of the NBA, as you guys saw in the graph that I posted in the last video. LeBron sneakers have always been like for himself, forward thinking and like futuristic and stuff, which has been great, but sometimes they're a bit too chunky, sometimes they're a bit too heavy. This is a shoe that I could see being worn on and off the court, one that his kids can wear, one that they can have fun colorways in as well. The overall design element of the upper is really nice. The midsole and everything is great. I always prefer a size 10 instead of a 9.5 in Kobe's. And for these, I also prefer a size 10 instead of a 9.5. But all in all, it's a pretty nice pair of sneakers. One that looks good. It's not a lot of bells and whistles. They kind of went back to basics. And I really, really think that they knocked it out of the park. And I'm not just saying that for any specific reason other than that's truly what I thought when I was doing that other video. And if, for those people that actually watched the entire video, you guys probably got that from my video. But for those people that didn't get that part because of all the stuff that was off-putting to them, I apologize. So hopefully this is a little bit clear to you that I really do like this model, and I think it will be game changing for the NBA as well as for just future athletes. I could see a high school, like college and everything else in between. This is a shoe that everybody's going to enjoy playing in and wearing. And I think that's really important, especially for this day and age. Nike basketball has really suffered from this like over technical like product that they end up producing. And at the end of the day, an athlete really doesn't need all the craziness that goes on into the footwear. Back to basics is sometimes a good thing. And although it looks basic, there's a lot of things loaded in the shoe, including the zoom, double stacked and all over the place in the midsole of the shoe. But it's still like fundamentally a nice looking shoe and doesn't have anything crazy over the top. And I draw a direct comparison to the 19s, which were absolutely huge comparison to these things. So it's a nice step back. It's a nice step back in the right direction, the right generation. And I see LeBron wearing them even. I think that he's going to prefer wearing these over the Soldier line, whatever ends up coming out. But I think it is a good thing, and I want to know you guys' thoughts. Leave a comment in the comment section. What do you guys think about the LeBron 20s? And you guys think that this is one of the models that's really going to have some stick power? Again, the price point is about $200 retail for the LeBrons. I do feel like once they start pushing them out there in colorways, people are going to start picking them up and wearing them a lot. And when my kid starts hooping, he's actually starting his first basketball camp at the end of this month. Like, I can't wait to get him into the rotation of playing basketball. I've been getting him dribble and shoot a little bit now, finally. I'm excited to get him into that ecosystem of team play and basketball and stuff. So far, he's done soccer and t-ball, but basketball is my favorite sport, and it's the one that I played growing up, like, all the time. So I'm excited to get him playing basketball and getting him some LeBrons that he can actually play on court as well. So anyways, that's my thoughts. This is my revision of the LeBron 20s. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Again, thank you Hibbett Sports for sponsoring this video. And if you guys want to shop over at their site for the LeBrons or anything else, go ahead and check the link in the description. They definitely have a really nice release calendar worth checking out and seeing the future releases coming out. But appreciate you all for stopping by and watching. If you guys did like the video, drop a like in the video. Hopefully you'll see you back on the channel for some more content very soon. All right, peace guys.